official. We're graduating. I am so excited, like beyond excited. It is official. The school year is over. So you already know we have to do our final year review. How the semester went. What are my real thoughts, feelings? What's next? We're getting into all the nitty gritty. So grab yourself a little snacky snack while we do a little chatty chat. If you're new, hi, my name is Joy. I am a lifestyle content creator who just graduated, graduating. Official. And if you've been rocking with me since day one, thank you for tuning in. We did it. Thank you so much for your support, everybody who's watched the Going Back to School series, everybody who's enjoyed the college vlogs. If you're new and you just found the college vlogs, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time. I hope it inspires you. I hope it motivates you to keep going, because the reward at the end is worth it. So let's get down to business. Let's talk about how this year went. I'm not gonna hold you. This last semester, y'all know they talk about senioritis, right? I didn't think it was real. I didn't think it was real till I was going through it. This was by far the hardest semester I've had in my entire course of going back to school. I did not anticipate the mental withdrawal, the desire to want to quit be so high. Oh my God. I was so close to quitting, but it was just the fact that I was so close to graduating that I didn't quit. The amount of times I had to just call out and just have a mental health day because I just could not bear it. I don't know if it was something in the air or not, but so many people were feeling the same way I was feeling. It just felt overwhelming. It felt like just nothing was flowing. There was so much work to do. So this semester I ended up taking 4 classes, and I realistically only needed 3 to finish out my credits that was required to graduate. But there was a course that I really wanted to take that I was really interested in. It was called Trauma and Resilience, and I wanted to study more psychology courses. I wanted to understand different sectors of psychology just to get a taste of what I want to look for within the master programs and the PhD programs that I'm going to be pursuing after I graduate. So trauma and resilience was something that was near and dear because I myself have went through trauma, and I call myself a person that knows how to resil. I am someone who's very persistent. When I want something, I go after regardless of what's going on in my life, and I'm big on realistically, if I fall, I get myself back up. It don't matter how long it takes me to get back up. Your girl is getting back up, okay? That's naturally my character. It's not always a good thing, but it is something that has helped me to triumph even when things have come in to distract me and pull me away and basically try to break me, you know? So I really wanted to dive into that. So that's why I picked up that class. I'm not gonna lie, this semester it was so much reading, so much writing, so much research. It was so much that I couldn't even breathe. To be honest, that's the reason why, if you've been rocking with me for this long, you saw that this semester I was not consistent with my vlogging. I had to really pull away just to make sure I was getting my assignments done. And at the end of the day, that is what I'm there for. Like, the tuition is already paid for. I have to make sure I graduate, or else it's a waste of money and time. And I'm not wasting nobody's money or time. Okay, bump everything else. YouTube, I love you, but it had to go on the back burner. That's just what it is. And to be honest, that's the number one and biggest lesson I learned within this semester, that there will always be a season where you have to put certain things down and pick other things up. Just because you are one individual, you cannot juggle everything. There honestly is seasons for different things. It doesn't mean you have to give up on the things that you're trying to do, but it does mean you have to put it on pause. And we have to come to a point to understand when our plate is too full. My plate was too full, and I needed to put some things down, which is the revelation that I got within like three weeks. I'll say probably 4 weeks into school, that I realized I needed to drop that class, because there was just no way I was going to handle everything that I had on my plate. It was unrealistic. And I think that's the second lesson, is being realistic with your goals, being realistic with what you're trying to achieve. You will have to put things to the side, and that's okay. But if you keep doing things to burn yourself out, you're eventually going to burn out. That, like, burnout is not funny. And I feel like that is what was happening, to the point where literally I had my central nervous system crashed. It crashed. I crashed out. I didn't go to school for a whole week. I was laying in bed watching Shadowhunters. Y'all, first of all, I didn't even know what Shadowhunters was. I was just scrolling. And I'm one of those people where when I'm in a state, when I'm in like a depressive state or like a low energy state, I always tend to go towards shows that are dark. Not necessarily dark as in like evil, whatever like that, but like the background is dark, the scenery is dark, like everything that's going on is black, like you barely could see the characters. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why, but that's just what it is. Or something that's just like utopian, weird going on. Like I tried to watch Lost at one point. I knew it was bad when I was trying to watch Lost, and I actually changed the channel. Like I just couldn't. It was too much happening. But yeah, so it's very important to set realistic goals for yourself, and it's very important to not overload your plate. You are going to have to be honest when it comes to the different things that you're trying to do within your life. This semester was so heavy and I needed to lighten my load. Once I dropped that class, it felt like such a weight had lifted. I wasn't scrambling to try to do every single paper, every single essay, every single journal. Like, and the reason why I said it was a lot is because literally every week there was something due for every class that I had. I had literally weekly assignments, and it wasn't like they were little assignments. Like this was, we had to read articles and write journal entries and comment on other people's work and research even more and like reference things that we wrote. I'm sorry, but ChatGPT wasn't fitting to help me in this one. It wasn't. And I'm a person, when it comes to the things that I'm trying to practice, that I'm looking to do as a career, ChatGPT can't help me, because when I'm in that room, I need to be knowledgeable of what I'm doing. Hello, like, girl, what are you studying if you're not going to practice the thing that you study? You get what I'm saying? So it came to a point where I really had to make a hard choice, and I did it, and it felt so good. So if you're looking to get back into school, to go try a new job, to just do anything, just be sure to really look at your life and see if you have the capacity, because maybe this isn't the season for you to do it and you need to change a few things up, or you need to just make a sacrifice, take away some things so you can do what it is you're truly trying to do. Another thing that really helped me was being very transparent. If you watch any of my semester review videos and college prep videos, you know I say this all the time: being transparent with your professors will give you a leg up. Girl, I was sending emails every single time I was going to be late, every single time I was going to miss a class, every single time I needed a courtesy leeway on an assignment, that I was going to hand it in late, that it's okay for me to get missed points. I just want to still be able to hand in. Closed mouths don't get fed. If you don't say nothing, you will get nothing, okay? Be in communication with your professors. I swear to you, not that helped me to the final day, bruh. Final day. Literally, I had a paper that was due last day of school. And I didn't hand it in. I don't know why it was so hard for me to write this paper. I really don't know why. But I just couldn't do it. And I emailed my professor and I was like, hey, I know I'm going to send the paper in late. I know I'm going to lose points, but can I send the paper in late? This man go ahead and said, yeah, that's fine. No muss, no fuss. He literally was just like, yeah, that's fine. You just lose points. You aren't going to know unless you try. Like, you have to be willing to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there. I feel like sometimes we be fearful of rejection, when honestly rejection is a part of life. You can't let the fear of being rejected stop you from trying in life. You get what I'm saying? Like, you miss out on too many opportunities just because you're scared that it's possibly a no. It's possibly not going to work out. It's a 50-50 chance. 50-50. That's a good ratio to me. It's a 50% chance I'll get a yes, and it's a 50% I'll get a no. Why not? I mean, like, I'm blessed, okay? I'm blessed, so I'm gonna get a yes, okay? That's the mindset you need to have when you're going into things that you're trying to do, the things that you want, opportunities that you're looking to receive. Go into it with a positive mindset, knowing that it's going to work out for you. When you set yourself up to think of good things will happen. Another thing that I want to chat about was that this semester was a semester I was actually by myself. Like, I didn't have no classmate I was connected to. I didn't have none of my friends that was in the previous class. It was only one class that I ended up being in a group. Again, y'all know how I feel about group projects, but I'd be in a group. But that was the class that I ended up dropping. So once I dropped it, I was no longer in the group. And apparently I was the glue that held the group together, because once I left, the group just went in shambles, and I was shocked. I was really shocked. People wasn't coming to class. They were skipping out on assignments. They wasn't meeting up. I was like, dang. Because when I'm in a group, I'm gonna be on it. I don't care how annoying you think I am. You're not finna make me get a lower grade than I need to, especially in my last semester, okay? We gonna tussle. You gotta put in the work. First meeting we had, I was like, did everybody read? What are your thoughts? Write down your thoughts. Da 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 da. I was acting like as if I was the professor, and I needed to, because sometimes with group projects, again, if you've seen any of my videos, I've talked about this. You have to be very gung-ho if you're trying to pass that class. And if people aren't working with you, you need to tell the professor, because why are you gonna allow your grade to flunk just because other people aren't showing up? It is still your grade, and again, it's a yes or no that they're going to give you. Yes, they'll be willing to let you work by yourself. No, you're gonna have to figure it out. We had a little technical difficulty. The battery died. It's okay. Back to normal scheduled program. Overall, I'm really happy school is over. I'm really happy I get to take this break before I get into master's/PhD. I don't know which one I'm doing just yet, but just going through what I went through made me realize just how important it is to take care of yourself, even when you have a lot of things going on. And honestly, it reminded me about free will. I don't think we realize how much we have autonomy over our lives. We have free will to decide whether or not we want to do something. Like, the moment I dropped the class, it just like clicked to me, yo, I got free will. I don't have to fill up my plate. I don't have to carry everything on my shoulder. I don't have to do more than I need to do in order to get where I'm going. And I think we're so used to the hustle and bustle. I think we're so used to just putting things on, especially if you're a person that's went through so much trauma, or you've been through a lot where you're just used to piling things on your plate and doing an obscene amount of things. Then it becomes your normal. This semester really made me realize I don't have to do too much. I can do just enough and still get to where I'm trying to go. I literally dropped the class, only had 3 classes. My schedule was a lot lighter. I was able to get back into the gym. I was able to get a better sleeping pattern. I was able to complete assignments. You have free will. You can change your mind at any single time. If I do not like this job, I can go find another job. Will it be hard? Yes, no, depending on the economy. But I have that free will to do that. If I don't like where I live, I can move. Are there going to be things that you need to move? Yes, but you can still move. If you want to go back to school, you can go back to school. There are grants, there are scholarships, there are so many things. We have to stop thinking that every decision we make is a final decision. Nothing is final. Everything can change. Literally, you can change your hair, you can change your mind, you can change your body, you can change your books, you can change everything. You can change careers, you can change whatever it is you want in your life. Don't get into the mindset where you feel like you're stuck. You're stuck being and doing the same thing every single day. No, you don't have to. It can feel like you're failing if you don't do things a certain way, if you don't succeed the way your parents want you to succeed. But that's not the case. At the end of the day, it's your life. You have one life. It's your life to live. You have to do what's best for you, what you love, what you want to do with your life. Even if that means you're trying to change course 5 times, it's okay. Like, it's your life. This also too was the semester where I legit was not with no one. Like, there was no classmate I was connected to. All my previous classmate, associate friends were all in different classes, were on different schedules. I didn't have nobody. Your girl was alone. And it just reminded me again how, like, you have to be okay with being by yourself. And for a lot of us, we don't know how to be by ourselves. We don't know how to spend time with ourselves. And the thing about it is, you was born into this world by yourself. Yes, you have family and people around you, but you was born into this world by yourself, and you're gonna leave this world by yourself. So why not get to know who you are? Why not spend time with yourself? Why not become your own best friend? It doesn't mean you're gonna negate everybody else. It just means that when you are by yourself, you won't feel lonely. You won't feel alone. You won't feel like, woe is me, I need company, and then fall into the wrong types of friendships, relationships, etc., etc. I literally was just always by myself. So that meant if I had time to kill, I was spending it on doing my work or editing or planning. I realistically wasn't wasting the time because there was no time to be wasted. I didn't have nobody to hang out with. I literally was by myself. So I ended up utilizing that time. And to be honest, it was a blessing in disguise. Like I said before, there's going to be seasons where you're always available to people, and there's going to be seasons where you have to pull away and not be available to people because you have stuff you have to get done. And honestly, I feel like I'm still in that season of I have to be a little bit inaccessible in order to get the goals that I'm trying to get done. And that's okay. It's not forever. It's just right now. And it's my duty to embrace this season. Overall, I think this semester was the best semester in the sense of I learned so much about myself. I grew so much. The capacity I could hold right now has grown, but I have the understanding where I know I don't have to fill up my cup. Of course, it's going to take daily practice because I still have the habit of wanting to write a to-do list that has so many things down and then not completing it and then feeling guilty, but it's the baby steps along the way that's going to get me to be able to change completely. And I'm just grateful for that. I'm grateful for my professors. I'm grateful for the connections that I've made. I'm grateful for the psychology department within my school. I'm grateful for CCNY. I'm grateful to God for the opportunity to be able to even go back to school and not have to pay for anything. Like, I'm super, super, super grateful. Like, me going back to school was honestly the best decision of my life. It changed my life, to be honest. And I'm so happy that I decided to do it. If you are looking for a sign to go back to school, if you found this video, if you found any of my going back to school videos, that is your sign. You don't have to have it all together. You don't have to even know what you're trying to do. If you have the inkling, if you have the feeling of wanting to change something in your life and you don't know where to start, school is a great stepping stone to start from. I am super excited for the next chapter. I'm taking this time to relax, relate, release, reset, you know, like get myself together. I'm going to be taking this summer to figure out what programs I might want to be in, figure out if I want to do only masters, if I want to do a PhD, if I want to switch it up altogether. I do know I want to be a working therapist. I want to help individuals. There's different routes I may take. I'm looking into various things like relationship therapy, looking into couples counseling, looking into trauma, resilience, looking into really helping people, friendships, stuff like that. So I want to see the various different programs that they have within the New York City area. I'm going to be applying for scholarships and grants. As you know, master programs and PhDs are expensive, but there's ways around that. Again, if you are a person looking to go back to school, there is free money out there. Stop playing with yourself, okay? That wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, thank you so much. I hope this video was inspiring. I hope it helps you, motivates you, convicts you even to go back to school. You already know, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and be sure to subscribe right now. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is going to drop. I graduated! Oh my God, I was so excited. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!